Aries, welcome to your daily video. I hope you're doing fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. So I'm going to talk to you about what's going on today. We have the sun in Scorpio, we have Mars moved into Scorpio. We have this very powerful energy of Mars, which rules over Aries and rules over Scorpio, going behind the sun and really just giving energy, ambition, fire, ambitious, creative energy to the 8th house water sign energy of Scorpio. So Scorpio, first of all, is the energy of a water sign, so it's emotional, and so it comes from the feelings that you have about a situation. Now that could be repressed feelings, it could be feelings that you have about any kind of situation. So that can be very creative as well. Water sign energy, Scorpio, is very creative. But it also is a life cycle. It's birth and death. It's a life cycle, a beginning and an ending, and everything that happens in between. It also has to do with secrets, which are repressed feelings or things that are not talked about. Now with Mars coming in, this could push things forward. So people could seem like they have a short temper, but they could also be very brave and energized. Mars coming in could push people to do things that they wouldn't normally do, for good or for bad, whatever. Mars just gives you energy, and if there's nowhere to put the energy, you could feel frustrated. Now, it's very ambitious and passionate. It has to do with the way you feel. So Aries here is Chiron. Chiron connecting to Virgo. Practical, realistic, staying grounded. Chiron is healing the wounded self, improving your self-esteem. And then we have here the moon in Leo. So Leo is the 5th house. It's a fire sign, and the moon is watery energy. It rules over Cancer. It has to do with our intuition and how do we feel about things. Leo is a good place for it to be, although it's not exalted, but the moon, because the sun rules over Leo. You want to be brave. You want to be have confidence in yourself. Leo the lion has confidence. Now the moon brings in feelings of emotions, intuition, which could make you feel more receptive or sensitive during this time. But the moon also is kindness, safety, security, anything that is, it's the opposite sort of polarized energy of being confident. It's more about being cautious. Things could be uncertain. So we have here Venus in Sagittarius aligned with Jupiter. So Jupiter in Aquarius direct is very good. It's very lucky. It's very ambitious. It's very, the connections that you have with people in your network are very lucky and prosperous, can bring you good luck and good fortune. So we also have Jupiter connecting to Mercury in Libra, being a peaceful person, speaking words of peace, talking, communicating about things that are peaceful, fair, and balanced. Bringing a balanced perspective here can also be very fortunate for you at this time. You could be talking to people, you could be putting videos out there talking about what's going on in current events, because Libra is actually the energy of the public. What is perceived as fair, right, balanced, equal, and Venus rules over Libra. So you want it to be pleasurable and loving and peaceful. That's what people want. With Scorpio though and Mars, this is like, let's let out all the secrets and let's just, it's kind of like a crime investigation. It's like, let's get right into it. So it's not afraid to look at what's below the surface. Usually Scorpio energy is kind of like a murder mystery. I think of it as like crime scene investigation, murder mystery, things that are like, let's look below the surface to see what's going on. Now with Mars here, you could see things like people acting out in ways that they wouldn't normally. So it could be a whole bunch of stuff with Mars, bringing in that powerful emotions of Mars. The powerful energy behind Mars. Now Mars is at home in Scorpio. I don't really feel like it's exalted in Scorpio. Creatively, yes, you could come up with a lot of creative projects during this time, But Mars really wants to start things, initiate things. Aries is springtime energy. It's April, end of March and April. So it's when things are blooming and blossoming, and you want to start new projects and you want to develop new things. Now, it takes physical action, personal physical action. Whereas Scorpio, water energy, is more like, how do I feel about that? Let's see how I feel about that first. Let's look at what, it's also about investigation into what other people are doing to make money. So there could be like people who look into other people and businesses sort of on the sly, sort of like looking into what they're doing and sort of, I don't want to say stealing ideas, but sort of like taking that information, if it's successful, to make money for themselves, because it's 8th house. It's the life cycle. It's how do I survive, really. So if you're looking at other people, looking at how they're doing things and feeling inspired by that, that's great. I would say though, if you're an Aries, you want to put your own spin on things. You don't want to just outright copy someone, which I don't think you would anyway. That's not really Aries energy. Aries is an innovator. It's a cardinal sign. However, Scorpio is not a cardinal sign. It's a mutable energy. It's like going down a river. It's wherever the river takes me, going with the flow. Wherever the water goes down the river, I'm gonna just navigate by the terrain. But Aries, the ram, just comes in and just makes the river happen. Like, I'm gonna bulldoze through and make my own river, you know? So that's really Aries energy. So that's why I'm saying Mars is not really exalted in Scorpio, although some people will say, yes it is, it's moving home to Scorpio. I think Scorpio energy is Pluto, because it's the judgment day, it's the Tower card. It's like, let's just expose everything, all the secrets. It could be like if there's a patent on something, somebody's gonna get that patent and then just use it, you know, or that kind of thing. It's like, this is a successful patent. I'm gonna take that idea and I'm gonna just do whatever. Because Mars is pushing you to do that. You know, that kind of thing. It's very secretive. It's also crime scene. Like, everything here lately is crime scene investigation. Let's look into the dark and, you know, let's look into the real dark aspect of the human soul and, like, let's investigate that. Mental illness can also be Scorpio, because it has to do with the dark side of the emotions. It's what's lurking below the surface. And so, you know, in a lot of people, this could be mental illness issues. With Mars, this could push it forward. So Aries, I'm just gonna pull the witch's wisdom here. I'll pull one for you. See if there's anything. Pluto here is connected to a square to the sun. So there's a resistance to change. It's almost like, I just want to be this way, secretive. I want to like lurk below the surface. I want to investigate, but I don't want any change to happen. I don't want any drastic revolutions, because that's to me what Pluto is, like a drastic revolution. What it is Pluto right now is in Capricorn, which is the house of reputation. People work their whole life to get a reputation, and then with one email or with one news story, suddenly their reputation is just, it's gone. So, you know, one bad YouTube video, it's like, knock on wood here, it's like, you know, but there's a resistance. So the sun in Scorpio is, we're gonna look, we're gonna investigate, we're gonna look below the surface, but we're not gonna like just destroy everything. Although there is a lot of reputations that are being sort of smashed right now. So for whatever reason. Okay. Okay, this is really, really good for you, Aries. I have moon cycles and magic circle protection. So I feel like you are being protected. In my last video I did a video on banishing evil from your home, or spirits or ghosts. And I said, do a salt circle. Here's the salt circle around a person, and they're standing in the middle of the salt circle. So So like that's what you could do. I said you can put salt like at your front door. To me, you know, that's a whole other thing. But it's saying here that you're protected. I also got homeland, foundation. So you are protected, you are safe. I feel like whatever's going on in your life. Okay, so let's see what we get here for the first house energy, as we are in the 8th house energies right now. The sun is in the 8th house, and Mars, your planet Aries, is in the 8th house. So Moon in Leo. Leo energy can be hostile. It can be the roaring lion. It can be a temper with the moon. Emotions are strong with the moon. Moon in Leo. Okay, let's see what we're getting for Aries. First sign of the zodiac. Oh wow, first card to flip is a 10 of the cups. So the cup energy is your emotions and your feelings, the watery energy, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy. Secretive, things that are held inside you, but this is the 10, so this is a completion. This is fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Okay. Okay, so that's the first card. Oh wow, Hangman, okay. So we're getting in the crossing, needing to see something from a different point of view. You could be in limbo about something. There could be some stagnation going on. There could be something where you're waiting or someone's waiting. Hangman is needing to surrender to the will of the universe. It's major arcana for a reason. The hanging man is hanging by one foot, upside down, looking at a situation differently. He's also hanging from the tree of knowledge and wisdom, trying to have an epiphany or an awakening. We have here underlying energy is 7 of coin. 7 of coin is planning, investing in something and then waiting for a return on your investment. There is a lot of investment here. You're just trying to get to the next level. You're trying to invest wisely in a situation. So we have here this Ace of Water, a new opportunity for love, peace, or happiness coming in. And then we have here a wish coming true, with emotional wish fulfillment. There's a lot of water here. There's a 10 of Cups, a 9 of Cups, an Ace of Cups, but with a 7 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're not wanting to jump into something very quickly. You're wanting to carefully consider your steps. So if something is, you know, you're content here. Let's see. It's like you're not wanting to do something impulsively. Okay. So we have someone here, it's a victory, wanting to win at all costs. Someone feels like they won, there's a victory, kind of a cocky arrogance. We have here the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very spiritual, ethical, traditional, someone who holds the keys. They have the keys to the wisdom, and it's major arcana for a reason. Hierophant is an institutionalized energy. It's you follow these rules, you do this, this is what you do. It's also ethical and spiritual, religious, institutional sort of energy. So you're very content here. Underlying energy is carefully considering something to see if it's worth it. Sometimes the Hierophant can mean Taurus or a marriage situation here, and there could be someone who sort of has a bad attitude. They kind of have like like an arrogant, narcissistic attitude. It's because of pain, so he's holding 3 swords, which means he hasn't let go of some kind of painful emotional or painful information, painful thoughts. So someone who has pain is then being kind of arrogant towards others. So we have here the energy of Hierophant. Then we have the Judgment. So we have a judgment day, a reckoning. Now, there could be someone who says to you, I don't believe what you're doing. Like, there could be some kind of challenge to you. And you're like, no, you know, I'm perfectly fine the way I am. But it does bring up, there's a resurrection here. There's something about spiritual renewal, resurrection, the judgment, a day of judgment, judgment day. So you're very confident, everything is well, you're making smart plans, carefully considering, and then someone sort of comes in to sort of like give you like a little remark. But you're coming from a really strong place of the Hierophant and the Judgment. What else for Aries here? What else for Aries? Okay, Ten of Wands. Your fear. It could even be like a neighbor. Like everything is going well in your life. Everything is great. And then somebody says something to you that's like kind of annoying. And you feel like, oh my gosh. Because Ten of Wands to me is moving. Like you could be moving. Or it could be that there's a heavy weight on your shoulders. Like you're carrying everything. But it could be that you feel like a harsh judgment from a person close to you, Gemini. Okay, so what is the outcome here? Ace of Coin. Money, opportunities. The Ace of Coin is a big deal. So the Ace of Coin is something small, but it's small and very mighty. I already saw this Ace of Coin in my mind's eye earlier, and the word that came to me was small but mighty. It's like something as small as like, I'm filing a court document. I'm filing a lawsuit. It's small, just the actual physical act of putting the paperwork in and paying the fee. It's like not a big deal. There's a lot of buildup. It's like, oh my God. But no, it's just really small. You just go, pay, done. But this Ace of Coin is huge. Because then something here with the Hierophant, which is an institution, the Judgment, this could even be a letter. Okay. You're afraid though that Ten of Wands, like you're afraid though that something is going to be too much for you to bear on your own. What do we have for this Ace of Coin? So 3 and 3, you could be asking assistance from other people. You could be asking others to help you move. You could be asking other people about how to file a lawsuit or what should I do? It's like you're getting a team together. Because you're aligning with people who support you here. So what's coming into your awareness is a 9 of Water. Emotional wish fulfillment. You're getting your wish in some way. But that what comes in shortly after is a 5 of Swords, which is like a conflict. Like somebody's kind of like upset with you. Like they have some feelings about that. You come in as the Hierophant. Like, well, you know, this is my ethical, moral principles and you know, this is where I stand. It could be a government agency that you're dealing with as well. You have here like a lot of good things. The Judgment is what comes into the environment. The Judgment is a resurrection. It's a calling. It's a blast of information or calling, but it's usually very positive. You're afraid though, Ten of Wands. You're afraid though that I'm gonna have to bear all of this burden on my own. Ace of Coin comes in though. So you then, you know, seek assistance or you seek support from multiple people. So what are we getting here as this Ace of Coin? Chariot. 7 of Swords. So there's something here about information that was hidden, kept secret, not released. 7 of Swords is privacy, keeping something private, not, you know, it could also be taking something that someone is, I don't really see this, but it could be somebody felt like they had a right to it, or they had a right to this information. It's hidden information that's like a theft because it's hidden. So then we have the Chariot. So the Chariot is strong willpower and driving and moving forward very quickly. Now, somebody gives you an ace of coin, which then you get support from other people. You collaborate with others. And then the Seven of Swords is here with the Chariot. So you move forward. You know, anytime I see the Chariot, this just means you're like, honestly, like, I don't give a shit. I'm just moving forward. Like, sorry to say that, but you're just like, my eyes are forward. Like, all of that's in the background. You could be dealing with some people here who are jealous or taking your ideas. Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. But I don't feel like that is what it is. I feel like you're ambitious, you're doing your own thing. There's other people here, though, who are invested in a situation. They have something to gain. And then we have a Seven of Swords, which is like taking information that's not theirs, taking ideas that aren't theirs. Anything tarot is like open source. Like, you can get all of this information on the internet. It isn't my ideas. These aren't my... I studied the tarot, so, you know, Chariot moving forward. This is a victory through willpower. So you're overcoming, unless it's a Cancer, like a friend who you know, a Cancer, coming to visit you, or an email. Let's see. What else do we have here for Aries with the Chariot moving forward? Let's see. Okay, what's going on with the Aries energy of the Chariot moving forward? Ace of Rods, excitement. See, oh, so we have like this thrilling adventure. Ace of Rods, Eight of Rods. It's like, this is thrilling. Four of Swords, Empress. This is like, you're not wanting anything to do with it. Chariot is like you're moving forward fast. Like, you don't want anything to do with this group of people or of some kind. Page of Pentacles on the bottom could be somebody reaching out to you. Okay, so you get this Ace of Coin. Your fear is that you're going to have to do everything on your own for some reason, which could be moving, like moving apartments or houses, like doing everything yourself. Because there's a Five of Swords. Now, Five of Swords could be somebody jealous, angry. They pick a fight with you, like a neighbor that's just mad at you and you don't even know why. They just got some opinion. So let's get some more energies. You start off with the Ten of Cups. It could be that there's something here where you're happy, but this is as good as it's going to get. So maybe you need to move, because we have the Hanging Man in the crossing. Like, you're almost stuck in an uncomfortable situation, and this is as good as it will get. Because then you move on to Seven of Pentacles, like thinking about your finances and like, well, what can I do to change the situation? If I'm unsatisfied, what can I do to level up? You recently had some kind of like new emotional experience, like something gave you new feelings about something, and you thought, you know, that makes me feel happy. But then you go back to, well, I'm content. It could be a wish being fulfilled, but it could be contentment. Like, I'm content, I'm fine, I'm just going to stay here. Even if this Hangman is in the crossing, which is a major arcana. It's a major arcana for surrendering to an uncomfortable situation and having to see it differently. Like, okay, I live in this apartment complex where, you know, say there's nasty people, could be Five of Swords, people who fight with you for no reason, and it's like, you don't even know why. You consider your options, Seven of Pentacles. You're like, well, I'm kind of content here. But then you come in as with ethics. There's something about ethics that you're like, okay, like this is really not okay with me, and this goes against my belief system. So it could be many, many things. Like, this goes against my belief system. I don't want to be here in this situation. Your environment has a judgment. So hopefully whatever it is like coworkers or people who judge, or, you know, something that's brought up again. It's like, why would that happen? You are afraid of having to take on this task because you feel like, I'm going to have to do this all by myself. Like, this is exhausting. It's going to be a burden on my shoulders, whatever this is. But you're given this opportunity. It's almost like someone says, here, move here, and this no deposit. Just move in today, because maybe they just need people to live there or something. Because we're getting here the homeland. So to me, that's like something about your home, your city, your state even. We get here a miracle circle of protection, which is the salt circle, where you can keep people out and banish them and say, like, I don't want this person around me. But then we get here the moon cycles. So the moon cycles could be like, well, this comes and goes. It comes and goes. Like, we're fine for 3 weeks and then it happens again. Or we're fine for a month and then it happens again. So it's like a cycle. And the crossing energy hangman is like, it's uncomfortable. This is like, I'm surrendering, but I'm not, this is probably whatever situation you're in, this is as good as it will get. And that could be a job too. Like, you're uncomfortable, but you're comfortable. So at the same, on the one hand, you don't like it. On the, you could even feel stuck, but this is the 10 of Cups. This is as good as this situation will be. So you have to think about a strategy. 7 of Pentacles is strategery. Having a strategy, strategizing is what I was trying to say, about developing this new emotional experience, Ace of Cups, into what you want. And if you feel content, you're going to be presented with an opportunity to start something new that's very successful for yourself. And it could be a job offer. It could be an apartment offer, anything about a residence with that homeland card. Okay, so what's Ace of Coins? Page of Pentacles. There's something about this Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, and offering, a messenger sending you the message about the offer. Like, oh, guess what? And then we have Magician, like somebody's trying to make it happen. They want to manipulate. They want to make it happen or fix the situation. Which could be like, Ace of Pentacles could be somebody saying to you, it's like somebody who really needs to hire people, or they really want people living in their building, so they're trying to put it together. Like, you're saying, that's not really in my price range, and they're like, oh, we'll fix it. It's fine. What is your price range? I'll lower the price for you. This person's coming toward you as their equal, Page of Wands. So they're coming to you on the level. Like, they're not coming to you from an arrogant point of view. The person that's bringing you this Ace of Coin opportunity, they want to help you fix your situation, which is great. So somebody wants to be the magician. They want to fix it. Maybe they want to protect you. Ace of Swords and Hangman. Okay, so Hangman is, you're surrendering to an uncomfortable situation to see a situation from a different point of view, but at the same time it's uncomfortable, and you do have the ability to get down off that and get out. Now we have the Ace of Truth, so you get some new information that comes in. You find out some information, you know. For example, I like where I live, but I had these kids that were playing on my front porch all the time, and I was like, why is this happening? And I would talk to the parents, and they're like, oh, they're just playing. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, why are they on my porch? Like, that makes no sense. And so I would talk to people, and they would try to fix it for me. But I mean, it's kind of like, I'm not going to call cops on kids, you know? So I would very nicely say, like, guys, like, so Ace of Swords, what is this? you're getting new information, which is really exciting. It's not old information, it's new information. So what are you getting? Ooh, somebody's on your side. Somebody has your back, they're coming at you on the level, they're coming at you as a friend. Shouldn't even say coming at you, they're coming towards you as a friend. Like, hey, I can help you out, I know what to do, I know how to fix this. The High Priestess and the Two of Cups. So follow your intuition with this person, whoever's coming towards you, but they do see eye to eye with you. They do get it. Because you're thinking about making a change. You're like, okay, I have this much money in the bank, and you're thinking about making a change to level up. And, you know, something recently may have happened that either gave you new feelings, like, of happiness. Like, I could be happy. I don't have to be stuck. I don't have to be surrendering my will. So with the Hangman, you have to surrender your will. Like, just, okay, I have no say in the matter. Like children on my porch. Like, I have no say in the matter. Okay, just hopefully you don't fall and hurt yourself. You know, and they were loud. It's not like they were quiet. And I was like, well, wait, like, I pay for this. Like, what? And so then you're seen as like the bad guy for asking people to, like, please, like, not be on your property. Like, you say it in a nice way, like, oh, would you mind please, like, your 2-year-old's playing on my porch. Like, that's not okay. Which, it's really fine, but if someone hurts themselves, then I'm responsible. Which is like the Hangman energy. You're like, well, I can't do anything about this. There's nothing I can do. So you just sort of sit in this content energy, like, okay, well, and then someone comes again, right here, 5 of Swords. They come again, and they're like, oh, well, they've got more to say. And you're here, like, with the Hierophant energy, which is fantastic because it's Taurus. It means you're going to be very stable, objective, calm, peaceful. You're going to see it from a good point of view. Okay. Moon cycles, magic circle of protection. Whatever happens here, you are protected. You have an ally. You even have someone who's trying to fix this situation for you with the Magician. What do we got here? Aries. Ah, 8 of Rods and Ace of Water. So somebody is offering you a solution. Lots of information, new emotional experience. So you can either stay in a situation because you feel content and happy, and although at the same time you have to surrender a part of your own will. Like, you have to surrender a little bit of your freedom, hanging upside down by one foot, and just, you know. So what is this Ace of Cups? You're being offered an Ace of Cups. Ooh, a 4 of Wands, a goal, achievement of a goal. So you're being offered an Ace of Cups and a 4 of Wands. Aries energy. So you're being offered an empire. You're offered an empire, which could be many different things. Like, say you applied to a job, you went on the interview, and now you get it. So that would be a goal that's been achieved. What is this 9 of Cups? Why is there wish fulfillment? 8 of Coins. This could be something about work, career, a hobby, something you've been focusing your time, attention, and energy into perfecting. So you have the 2 of Cups. You have an ally. What is this ally doing? I know they give you the Ace of Water, and that leads to a goal that you've been trying to achieve. Chariot. Okay, so you have here a victory through willpower, through achievement, and you have to literally just sort of keep moving forward. It's a big victory. Ace of Rods is here. It could be something very exciting for yourself. Okay. So the key is that the 5 of Swords is a minor arcana energy. It's just something like mildly irritating, but it could be irritating enough to where you're like, I don't like this. Like, although I'm happy, like, this makes me feel like I have to surrender my freedom in some way, aspect, so in order to just be in this situation. Like, So what you get is you get a solution. Somebody comes towards you with a solution. Oh my goodness. So we're getting the Sun card. The Sun is the best card in this oracle deck. It has to do with huge blessings, something coming to light, growth and positivity and optimism. So it shows like, although things are comfortable, there's something in the crossing of your energy where something feels stuck. So you start to consider your options of how to elevate or how to level up, basically. It's almost like in a video game, if you're stuck on one level and you can't get to the next level and you keep trying and you keep trying and you're like, well, the game is fun, I'm having a good time, but I'm not getting to that next level where I want to be. So you have here like a bond with someone, and this person brings you, first of all, they bring you an ace of coin, like a contract, and then there's information, and then there's emotions behind this, and there's stability and happiness and goal achievement. So you have the Sun here coming out. You are protected, Aries. Whatever it is you're going through, you have, somebody definitely has your back here. The Angel of Love. Okay, so we have love shining down. We have the Sun, happiness, joy, optimism, positive feelings. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for tuning into your daily reading. Thank you for being here, and take care.